Hello students, today we are going to discuss the applications of uniform circular motion, and in this we are going to study the vehicle along a horizontal circular track. So what is the maximum safety velocity for a vehicle which is traveling along a horizontal circular track, and what are the factors on which the maximum safety velocity depends? For that purpose we have to consider a horizontal circular track having suppose the center C and small r, that is the radius for that circular track. A vehicle, that is a car, which is moving along this horizontal circular track having the mass suppose small m. Okay, when a vehicle is traveling along this horizontal circular track, so at a particular instant we have to study how many forces are acting on the car. So one force which is equal to its weight, that is m into g, which is acting vertically downward direction, that is mg. At the same time, its normal reaction, we can say that capital N, which is in the vertically upward direction. So this normal reaction that balances the weight of an vehicle. When a vehicle is traveling along a horizontal circular track, then its weight or the gravitational force, it is balanced by the normal reaction. So you can write like this, that is normal reaction, that is N equals to mg. So these are the two forces, one which is acting vertically downward direction, vertically downwards, and that force it is equals to m into g, and one force which is acting in vertically upward direction, and that is the normal reaction, that is indicated by the capital N, and these balances each other. Therefore we can write like this, normal reaction equals to m into g. What is the another force acting on the car while moving along the horizontal circular track? That is the force of friction. We know that when a vehicle is traveling along a horizontal circular track, then there is a friction between the surface of the road and the tires of that vehicle, and this friction, that is the force of static friction, that provides the necessary centripetal force. We know that when a vehicle is moving along a horizontal circular track where it is performing the circular motion, then it requires the centripetal force. In this case, the necessary centripetal force for circular motion, it is provided by this Fs, that is a force of static friction, force of static friction, that is F into S. So this force of static friction that provides the necessary centripetal force, and therefore it is acting along the radius and towards the center of the circle. So you can write like this, force of static friction provides necessary centripetal force, therefore we have the relation for it, that is a force of static friction equals to mv square upon r, that is the centripetal force. Okay, so we have the two relations, and by using these two relations we can determine the velocity for the car. Okay, so by dividing equation number 2 by equation number 1, we get, that is force of static friction upon normal reaction equals to mv square upon r upon m into g. So in this case, that is small m get cancelled, and we have the relation, that is Fs upon n equals to v square upon, that is the r into g. So equation number 3. Okay, so by using this relation we can determine the velocity for a car that is moving along the horizontal circular track. But as the radius of road that remains constant, as the normal reaction and this weight of an vehicle for a particular car, it is also, that is the constant. As we increase the velocity, of a car along this horizontal circular track, then this force of static friction also goes on increasing. But this force of static friction, it is having its upper limit. So in case of upper limit, in its upper limits, upper limit for the force of static friction. So we can determine the maximum velocity with which a vehicle can be safely driven along the horizontal circular track by considering the maximum force of static friction. So in case of this, in upper limits, when the force of static friction is maximum, we can write this equation number 3 like this. That is, force of static friction, if it is the maximum one in its upper limits, upon that is the normal reaction, then v square, we have to consider the velocity, it is the maximum for the maximum force of static friction, upon that is the r into g. So maximum velocity, that is equals to, we can write the equation, but one more thing, that is this ratio, force maximum force of static friction upon that is the normal reaction, that is indicated by its coefficient. We know that the coefficient of static friction, it is indicated by mu into s, and it is the ratio, this coefficient of static friction, it is the ratio of force of static friction to the normal reaction. So in this case, the ratio of the force of static friction to the normal reaction, that is indicated by the coefficient of static friction, and that is equals to v square max upon r into g. And therefore we have the velocity, that is velocity, maximum velocity equals to mu s into rg, and therefore we have maximum velocity for a vehicle along the horizontal circular track, it is equals to under root of mu s into rg. So this is the maximum velocity with which a vehicle can be safely driven along the horizontal circular track, and it depends upon the coefficient of static friction, then the radius of the road along which it is traveling, and the acceleration due to gravity. Okay, thank you.